So today, I'm going to talk about kind of an off of Azure topic, but it really does apply to a lot of things that are happening in Azure. We're going to talk about integrating with Flow. So Microsoft Flow, which is available at flow.microsoft.com, is actually focused around business power users who need to create workflows and do other things like that to move data within applications around applications. The nice part about it is it does eliminate the need for having IT staff build these out for them. And it is kind of that basic version of workflows that you need, similar to Zapier or If This and That. Those are the kind of similar tools in this space. Now, what's nice about it is it does work seamlessly with SharePoint Online, the other Office 365 components. So I can do things like off of an email, I can trigger a planner ID, those kind of things. So it's all available right there in Flow. So the other thing to keep in mind is with Flow, it has a visual UI. So if I'm a business user, it's really simple to interact with and use. It is a visual API. So I can drag and drop. I can say I want to do a connector, I want to do activity, I can set up timers, I can set up triggers. Those kind of things can all be done right in the visual interface online and publish my Flow and work for it. And it'll actually send you out a notification when your Flow fails. It'll get you some information around that, allowing you to troubleshoot Flow as you move along. So as you work through that process, one of the things I definitely encourage you to do is please go out and check out the templates that are there. So if you go to flow.microsoft.com, there's a bunch of templates that show you some basic operations. It's a great way to learn how Flow works and to see some illustrations of things you can modify within Flow to allow you to move data between assets. For instance, one of the examples I have is we actually run a Power App against a SharePoint list. And in that SharePoint list, the SharePoint list doesn't interact with search correctly in Power Apps. So I use Flow to constantly update my search parameters around what's going on with my Power Apps. So it's, there's it's triggered whenever an item is updated or added or inserted into that list. When that happens, and that happens from Power Apps, it'll trigger the Flow. The Flow will then update the search criteria, the keyword search capability, allowing search to work correctly within Power Apps. Just one simple example that we've used it for. It's one of those things that I would highly encourage you to try out and use as a part of your Office 365 account, secured around Office 365 and fairly straightforward from that perspective. If you have typically used SharePoint workflows in the past and you're looking for their equivalent, this is the equivalent for the basic workflow operations that you used to have in SharePoint. You can do content management. Like if I submit a document, I want document submit for approval, and do all the interaction that you want from that perspective. So it's a pretty cool tool. It also interacts with tools outside of Microsoft. So we've been doing a lot of talking about Microsoft, but it also works with Twitter, works with MailChimp, works with Salesforce. It'll work with Oracle. So you can actually have an Oracle database as part of the interaction. There's a lot of different things you can do with Flow, and it's fairly simple to use. So if you want to learn a little bit more about Flow and how you can do enterprise integration with Flow and enable your business users to manage their own approval processes and those kind of things, click the link below. We'd be happy to help you out and provide you with more information. Thank you and have a great day.